I don't think a lot of y'all understand when a player like Kyrie plays in the isolation. He's not watching Klay Thompson saying, how can I beat Klay Thompson? What move should I hit him with next? He's looking over his shoulder. And so when Kyrie gets down to this right wing, you see Ezeli down here at the nail. Now, he's the person who will stop Kyrie from getting to the rim because he's the help defender, right? And so what Kyrie's going to do is now just wait for Ezeli to get out the paint because he has to 2-9, defensive 3-second, and now he begins his attack, and he pulls Ezeli in, and Tristan Thompson does exactly what a big should do when a guard drives baseline, which is circle to that middle. He gets hit, boom, 2 points. Boom, 2 points. And now another time, about 2 minutes later, right? Kyrie once again on the right wing, called off the screen. Very similar spacing as you've seen last time, right? Very similar spacing. You got Klay right here, Ezeli over here in the paint, help defender. And now Reed and Ezeli. As he begins to move out, Kyrie gets into his attack. But Klay Thompson does a good job of being able to stay in front, cut off his angle to the rim, force him into a step back, and be able to get that miss. So his ability to play in isolation, not even just this game, but throughout the entire series. And so that's how they played the isolation, right? That's how Kyrie was attacking the isolation. But these pick and rolls, a little different thing on these pick and rolls. So in this game 7, or really throughout this entire series, you would see Stephen Curry does not want to switch on to Kyrie or Bron because he knows it's going to happen. You know it's going to happen. It's GG's. It's barbecue chicken, right? And so what you're going to see is a hard hedge. And in this hard hedge, a lot of y'all don't realize that that's the perfect opportunity to attack, because realize what's going to be open once that hard hedge leaves, what you're going to see very greatly from this angle right here, right? Because since Klay has to fight over a screen, he's going to be on the side of Kyrie. And now Curry's going to be in the direct line between Kyrie and the rim for a brief period of time. So once Curry's duty is relieved and Klay Thompson is still where he was and Klay can't get back to where he needs to, which is between Kyrie and then the rim, what's now going to be there is a lane to attack. The key, though, is that once you even do get off that screen, is that you decide not to go too far out. You maintain your positioning. You protect the ball by manipulating it like you see Kyrie do over here. Pull the ball all the way back into his pocket, right? Pulled it all the way back into his pocket so he didn't have to go further out, further away from the rim than he already was, right? So that's how he protected the ball. Now he's able to get downhill, get into the paint, contact when he make that change of direction, leads into that separation, and now he's able to get that shot off. Boom, right there from the mid-range. Tough look from that hard hedge. And now, like I just said with Kyrie, the hard hedge you've seen with them with Steph, same thing for Bron. It's going to be the same gaps, same angles, where Steph doesn't want to show, going to be stuck on the side because you went over that screen or under whatever it might have been. And now, boom, hezzy right there out of Bron. You bit on it. And you know damn well you shouldn't bite on no hezzy from Bron in 2016. Like, this is 2016 Bron. You know, Bron ain't hezzy pulling that like he is now, right? The fact that Iguodala went for this hezzy, understand, it's because there's all that room between him and Bron, right? He wants to make up all that gap because Steph just left, and he's like, okay, he sees a quick little hezzy, quick little move, he twitches out on it as well. Bron is able to get into a lane. Despite the fact Iguodala knows damn near he'll live with a LeBron hezzy pull in 2016, right? And so you're going to continue to see this hard hedge be layered out, though, as well, right? You're going to see this hard hedge layered out. In this play specifically, you're probably would already think, all right, Kyrie already has Curry on him. Why don't you just go attack him one-on-one? Why don't you just go ISO already? You already got your mismatch. But in this set, he's going to develop an even better look to where, why do we even need to run an ISO and make it harder than it has to be, and the defense could stack up, right? What we're going to do instead, right, is we're going to take advantage of that hard hedge we just seen before, because Curry doesn't want to get to Bron, even though he is guarding Kyrie. And so what's now going to happen, Kyrie created the separation, K-Love is able to step in, and now instead of having Curry in an ISO, he damn near has Verjao on an ISO. And so he catches, gets straight into his attack, boom, gets here to a stop, and Verjao is literally 5 steps behind. Can't even do nothing about it, off glass bucket. That's just a smart play to run. Taking advantage of the defensive scheme, the defensive game plan, and running a set as which is going to give you even better look. Because we all know damn well, I would much rather go attack Anderson Varejao than I would rather Steph Curry. Notice this with Kyrie. You see Kyrie's left hand. This entire time Kyrie is driving, his offhand is engaged in contact, and he doesn't leave the contact up until he has to bring the ball up. Y'all got to stop running away from the contact when y'all drive and start seeking contact so that you could have an angle to even be able to get a good shot off. Because if you don't embrace that contact, you don't seek it, then the defender is going to lead you where they want, and you can't keep them off of where you want to get to, and now you have a bad angle. And now watch what Kyrie does, right? He points down to Tristan Thompson, tells him to set him a drag. Because watch Verjao, right? Verjao is not set. And so since he got a drag screen and Verjao still is not set by the time the screen got set, when Kyrie ends up rejecting the screen and getting downhill, all I got to do is get into his body because he's not set. And since he's not set, he's going to be moving from A to B. And if I hit his body, that's going to be an automatic foul, bring me to the free throw line. And so when you get a defender moving left and right and you get into the paint, don't try to think, oh, how could I be able to go around him? How could I be able to avoid this contact? Seek the contact because you'll get a foul and you'll get yourself to the free throw line. That's simple. Understand, we all know this play from Kyrie, this lefty lay, right? Tough bucket. But understand how he even got it. Right? I don't think y'all understand. Look, because watch what Kyrie does with this dribble right here. He releases the ball out multiple feet in front of him, right? And so watch what Draymond does since he did release that ball. He steps up thinking, oh, I may be able to get to that. But Kyrie picked it right back up and brought it to that left. So now the position that Draymond's in, not good. And now Kyrie just gets a little bit of contact, left, high off the glass lay. He fell for that bait on that release. He fell for that bait on that release, and then he got the and one. And now when we think of Kyrie's highlights from this series, that's probably the ones you always think about. When you want to get to your spots, it's not just about what do I like to get to, where do I like to shoot a shot from. It's about where would I like to shoot a shot from with the person that's in front of me? Who is guarding me? And what type of spots do I like according to that defender? And so in a situation like this, you got Kyrie with Clay, but in a very short time, he's about to get the switch with Stephen Curry on his right side. And we know what shot he's going to get into, right? And this is set up exactly for Stephen Curry. Because if he had a Iguodala, if he had Klay Thompson, if he had anybody else on the floor, the shot that he'll take in this time probably would be different than the one he's going to take with Steph on him. And so you got to think about who's guarding you. And then when you think about who's guarding you, think about the type of spots you could actually get to. If you do get to a spot where, okay, I need to get to my spots according to who I got and get a bucket, like Kyrie just did right there and then with that shot right there. So know your spots, know your defender, and then also know help defense. Once you know those three things, it's going to make playing in isolations a lot easier.